This is the Cape Cod Baseball League.
From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, it's game 29 of the Cape Cod Baseball League season for the Wareham Gatemen as they welcome the Orleans Firebirds for the second and the final time this year. Good evening, everybody, here on the Leadoff Spot alongside Aiden Blank. Jack Hunter with you. And Aiden, fifth straight loss last night, a 4-1 loss. You never want to take moral victories from losses, but it wasn't a poorly played game, and Ryan Smyth reflected that in the post-game comments.
Yeah, Wareham has lost 5 in a row, and I think we can all agree that was the most competitive of the 5 games. Absolutely the best performance. Riley Eichhoff, dude, going through 6 innings. No, on paper, it's not the most dominant performance. For a Gateman starter, longest performance this summer. And then out of the bullpen, Chapman comes in and just shuts down, and he's going to be an excellent reliever if they can use him properly. Today is a very big game, as it has been the last bunch of days. Got to get a win, but you definitely took a little bit from last night of positivity. And I will cautiously say the vibes are pretty good at BP. Things are looking a little bit further up, maybe a little bit more than they did after Katuitt.
Well, for the second time this year, we get Evan Truitt for Orleans and Jonathan Bautista for Wareham. The first time Wareham wins 5-2 tonight, looking for a similar performance.
Yeah, welcome back, JB. He was with the Gatemen, then released, goes to the Valley Blue Sox. They release him, and now he's back with Wareham. He's still in the portal looking for a new home, and Wareham won the first time these two teams met, so a little bit of good juju there.
And lastly, some roster transactions today, the biggest one being Sebastian Murillo out. New Kansas infielder Michael Brooks in.
Yeah, Sebastian's out. That's a big loss. But Michael Brooks can really fill that void. And not only that, he can also play third. He can play second. So he can really become a utility infielder, kind of a Bobby Bozer type. And he had a very hot finish to the season with Kansas. A lot of good competition, obviously, in the Big 12. Good pickup. Sebastian's not a guy that can be replaced, but he can be succeeded on the infield by a guy that, you know, has a little bit of momentum coming from his spring season.
Well, Brooks starting at third base tonight after arriving last night. Hey, let's hear the manager's comments now with Amanda Foster.
Here on the Manager's Show with Ryan Smyth. And Coach, you're back at home for the first time in a decent while. How good is it to be back playing at Spillane?
Feels good to be home, that's for sure. That definitely puts the percentages in our favor, so good to be playing at home.
And this team has been, historically this season, very good at home, especially kind of in the beginning of the season, and the roster's changed a lot. So are there any ways that you kind of have to bring that sort of gritty mentality that this team might have started with into the guys today that might not have as much experience with that?
I mean, if we just keep playing baseball like we played yesterday, even though it was a loss, it was a really well-played game, and we pitched it really well. We hit, we just didn't situationally hit. We played pretty good defense for the most part, and they made a couple really nice plays on us that could have changed the landscape of that game. You know, if we can just keep playing baseball like that, we're going to find our way into some wins here.
Is that the message that you're going into today with for your guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they knew it yesterday. I mean, even as a loss with how we've been playing, you know, yesterday almost felt like a little bit of a win. Like, we played some clean baseball. We hit. Even the one error we made, you know, Cologne came back and made 2 nice plays right after it. And that was something that's been kind of hurting us. You know, before we'd make a mistake and then it would kind of, the wheels would fall off. We'd make 2 or 3 in an inning. So it was kind of good to see. You know, we just made a mistake and it was, hey, I want the ball the next time. And, you know, he got it and made a couple nice plays right after that too. So hopefully we play the same kind of baseball and come up on top tonight.
When you've got Jonathan Bautista starting tonight, who was with the team in the beginning of the season and has now returned, what do you expect to see from him?
I expect to see a competitor on the mound. I know he wants to throw. It was a big reason getting him back. He didn't want to leave in general in the beginning. That was just a numbers thing, unfortunately, but he pitched well in the New England League and had an opportunity to come back, and it was a no-doubter for me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Back on the leadoff spot as we go around the league, getting you set for Orleans and Wareham and Aiden in the West. The West continues to roll. Katuitt looking nice and pretty at the top.
Yeah, a very tight race in the East, and in the West, again, equally as tight with the top 3 spots. Katuitt, again, kind of ahead of everybody else, but Bourne and Hyannis really battling it out, and Falmouth starting to creep up as well. Hyannis now back in front of Bourne with their win yesterday over Chatham.
And then in the East, YD has lost 2 straight. They are letting both Harwich and Orleans stick around. Orleans, our opponent tonight, only 5 points back of first place, and once again, the bottom of the East continues to struggle. Let's keep things moving here on the leadoff spot.
Now by Bobby Bozer. Bobby, you lead the league with 23 walks as of yesterday. Can you just walk me through kind of what your approach and your mindset is at the plate?
I've just been trying to swing at strikes, take balls, and I really haven't been making as much contact as I would like, so that's more walks, more strikeouts, but I hope more contact starts coming and then we start getting more hits.
And you're one of the kind of last remaining guys here on this roster from opening day. What's it mean to you coming in on attempt contact, especially just to be here at this point in the season?
It feels great. I made a lot of new friends along the way, and just being out here every day, I've gotten a lot better, and I think developing out here is the best way to do it.
Are there any specific things that you've been able to develop and that you've really noticed change in your game?
I think just simplifying everything at the plate. I've gotten a way better eye, and I've been chasing a lot less pitches. So I think just seeing good pitching every day is just helping in general.
And what are some of the favorite memories you've been able to create with a lot of these new guys?
Oh man, there's a lot. I mean, our off days are pretty fun, but getting out here, just playing baseball every day with the guys, you can't beat that.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.